Caleb "Sweet Hands" Plant, a former IBF super middleweight champion with an exquisite combination of skill and speed, is set to take another step towards solidifying himself as one of boxing's talent-enriched elite. An incredibly talented boxer with an abundance of speed and skill, Sweet Hands rightfully earned his moniker following multiple displays of surgeon-like precision combined with an innate slick defense.
He's got to rough up Caleb Plant to win the fight. And he hurt him with that right left hook. He hurt him with that left hook.
In his most recent performance, Plant faced off against former two-time world champion Anthony Dirrell. Sweet Hands comprehensively outboxed the aging veteran before ending matters in the ninth with a devastating left hook.
Body shot now, huge left. Puts Dirrell down. One punch. Good night.
In preparation for his highly anticipated pay-per-view blockbuster against Mexican monster David Benavidez, we take a look back at the incredible speed and skill of super middleweight star Caleb Plant. In what was deemed his first major step-up in competition, Caleb took a trip to Montreal to face vastly more experienced foe Zoltan Serra. Wasting no time and eager to impress the boxing royalty sitting ringside, Sweet Hands immediately set about his opponent, planting the Hungarian on the seat of his pants less than 2 minutes into the contest.
Oh, big right by Plant. He stuns Serra, and down goes Serra.
Badly shaken, unsteady Serra was down again merely seconds later, as Plant followed up his attack with a crunching left hook to the temple.
Just fighting on heart.
Oh, down he goes again.
Although vastly more experienced in terms of ring time, Zoltan was clearly out of his depth and overmatched. The Hungarian was wiped out with just over 2 minutes on the clock.
Serra has gone down twice in this first round. Oh, down again, and that will do it.
It was a clinical and dominant performance from the promising prospect, rightfully earning himself a spot as one of boxing's exciting future stars. Back in America and looking to continue his quest to the top, Plant this time faced off against Spanish star Adesat Rodriguez.
Give your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch him up. Back to your corner.
Looking to show off his slick defense and impressive pinpoint accuracy, the Nashville native patiently picked the Spaniard apart, dismantling Rodriguez with sharp jabs and snappy right hands.
Four-punch combination to start the round.
Swinging wildly and struggling to land on his elusive foe, rugged Rodriguez was eventually stopped on his feet in the sixth following a devastating left to the jaw, scrambling the Spaniard's senses, prompting referee Thomas Taylor to rush in and bring an end to the beating.
Combination. Here comes Rodriguez.
Plant had once again put on an impeccable boxing display before ending matters in devastating fashion, further solidifying himself as one of boxing's most promising prospects. Edging closer to earning himself a crack at the IBF super middleweight strap, Plant faced off against tough Colombian contender Carlos Galvan.
Good luck to both of you guys. Step back, touch glove, please.
Sweet Hands spent the first 3 rounds frustrating Colombian Carlos with sharp jabs and combinations to head and body, before bringing a halt to the contest with a perfectly placed body punch. It was a spectacular finish from Plant, who was fast becoming one of the super middleweight division's biggest stars. After amassing an impressive record of 17 wins without ever coming close to defeat, Caleb earned himself a shot at the IBF super middleweight title against Venezuelan foe Jose Uzcategui. Up against arguably his toughest test to date, slippery Sweet Hands kicked off matters with his typical fast-paced action style, flooring the Venezuelan early in the second round.
This is the problem. Down.
Back on his feet and eager to continue the fight, Uzcategui found himself down again in the fourth from a blistering three-punch combination. With 2 knockdowns in the bank and a healthy lead on the scorecards, Plant went on to thoroughly outbox and outbrawl his opponent, winning a wide 12-round unanimous decision, and was rightfully crowned champion of the world.
The new IBF Super Middleweight Champion of the World!
Plant had fulfilled his lifelong dream in just 18 professional bouts, and was now the new proud owner of the IBF Super Middleweight strap. Fighting on the undercard of Manny Pacquiao's highly anticipated showdown against Keith Thurman, Plant had the first defense of his newly acquired title against unbeaten Mike Lee.
Mr. Lee, Mr. Plant, gentlemen, let's do this.
Lee was dismantled with ease, tasting the canvas in the very first round, following a perfectly placed left hook.
His nickname. Oh! Down goes Lee. Here in round 1.
Struggling to impose his will on the bout at any point, Lee was down again in the third from a crunching right hand to the chin.
13 months. And Lee goes down again.
That was a great right hand right over the top of the low hand of Mike Lee. Caleb Plant caught him with a solid right hand to the chin.
Things were called to a halt just moments later, as Plant followed up with a 2-punch salvo, sending Lee to the canvas, causing referee Robert Byrd to step in and bring an end to the dismantling.
Runs into another hard punch like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
That
Fight's
will do
over.
it. And Lee is not happy with the referee, Robert Byrd.
Plant had come through his first defense with ease, keeping his world title belt and unbeaten record firmly intact. Fighting for the first time in his home state of Tennessee, Sweet Hands faced off against big-hitting German star Vincent Feigenbutz.
Anything below, nothing. We clear? Touch him up. Good luck to you both.
Plant wasted little time breaking up and dismantling his challenger from the opening bell, landing consistent jabs and combinations through the high guard of Feigenbutz, who showed commendable heart and toughness to remain upright throughout.
Earlier in the broadcast, he does look at that hook. Hook, and Feigenbutz
he's hurt.
is driven back immediately. Plant just seems to be getting better and better. A student of the game, and already Feigenbutz backing up, and he looks stunned.
Busted up and bloodied from the champion's stiff jabs and uppercuts, frustrated Feigenbutz failed to land anything of any significance before being stopped on his feet in the 10th following an unanswered barrage of blows.
Plant goes to work again.
This is where you can really hurt him.
And Malik says, that's it, that's enough, and I agree.
It was another incredible display of speed and skill from the champion, moving one step closer to a shot at pound-for-pound king, Canelo Alvarez. In arguably his best performance to date, Caleb returned to the ring against former super middleweight world champion Anthony Dirrell. After outpunching and outboxing the dog for the first 8 rounds, Plant uncorked a punch of the year candidate directly on the chin of Dirrell, leaving him flat on his back and unable to proceed.
Another body shot now, huge left, puts Dirrell down, 1 punch, good night.
The fight-ending punch from Plant was sensational, perfectly setting himself up for a blockbuster pay-per-view showdown against super middleweight rival David Benavidez.